And coming to you live from the Studesman Sports Complex, right next to the Kenny Weast Band Camp for Special Needs, where I've had a nap. Apparently, a child has had his homework and a shower. We've had dinner, and Kenny's called the entire town of Chelsea. It's Sports Allegedly.
Welcome. Thank you all for joining us.
Why he's over there facing away?
I was working on something. Thanks for joining us for this.
No, you're not. You're texting your old lady.
No, I'm not. I wasn't at all. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Sports. I wasn't texting anybody.
Tell me.
Sports Allegedly on this 22nd day of April 2026. Big draft preview. Draft is tomorrow.
Mainly draft preview. We're going to miss it. We won't be back till the Wednesday following.
So we wanted to give you kind of our draft picks tonight. But first, let's start with something a little more pressing. Well, it's not pressing.
Let's start with something. I don't know, everybody. Can you see how legible that is versus that? I know that the light, but you can see the writing is way different.
But you know what? My picks are going to be more accurate.
Are they?
And not read by someone off a different list, because I cannot wait to see your blah, blah, blah. Nothing out of the ordinary. Probably got Mendoza going first, don't you?
Yeah.
Boring.
I went with
No,
Mendoza.
I was joking. I said I was going to as well, even though they shouldn't. But we'll get into that later.
Trade out.
Let's start with the Thunder. Right now, playing 46-41, 7 minutes left in the second. Up on the Suns already.
Not even trying.
1-0.
Not even trying.
All right. Also, we'll talk about Pistons beat the Magic tonight, 98-83. They tied that series up. Magic had a nice win and looked like the Magic's can. The Magic is very talented.
Magic coming out hot. I don't know how the Magic only won 45 games this season. They did better last season. They shouldn't have been in the play-in game.
Well, and then they took over in the play-in game. So
I know, but I don't know what happened in their season. Injuries.
It's one
maybe?
I've never watched. I've never watched them. They're never on TV. They never highlight them.
You liked the Magic whenever they first started.
I did, but I haven't watched them this year.
There's a Shaquille now.
Penny and Shaquille.
Yeah.
Dennis Scott. Oh, yeah. Brian Giles, their coach. Oh, yes.
Oh, look at him.
All right, last night's games, Trailblazers upset the Spurs. Obviously, Wembanyama down. That was a nasty fall if you didn't see it.
I did not see it.
Concussion protocol. Potentially could miss Game 3 and Game 4 also.
I was watching a hockey game where they busted out a glass behind the LA Kings in Denver.
76ers, they upset. I say upset.
Is that really an upset?
No, it's the Celtics. I think
without Al Horford there, it just ain't the same Celtics.
Exactly. But 111 to 97. The 76ers, good for them. At least they're making a series. I kind of thought that might be a sweep. Jason Tatum's back from injury, missed most of the year. And hold on just a second. You can keep talking.
Jason Tatum's back, I guess. And then we have the LA Lakers beating the Rockets, which is this a game? Is LeBron fighting for his last playoff life?
Well, I talked about it. We talked about it, but I made the point last week. I thought the Lakers were older. LeBron's obviously older. Marcus Smart's older. You've got a team, they played last night without, obviously Luka's out, also Reeves, he's out. But you're looking at, Lakers did get an extra day of rest before they played this series. So is Game 3 is so critical. Sean, find the schedule on that, when Game 3 is, because if the Lakers can take out the Rockets and beat them in Game 3 and hold a 3-game lead, you know as well as I do, the Rockets are done. They're not going to give a shit Game 4 being down 3-0. They're not going to make some big comeback.
Friday.
So that game will be Friday. Mm-hmm. That'll be later, not the latest.
7 p.m. on Prime Video. All these games
are on Prime on Friday.
Wow.
So no, the Lakers, they're up 2-0. I think it's a huge surprise. Durant once again. Not to hate on him because I'm a Thunder fan, but wow. When are you ever going to lead a team to the promised land? You can't. You got to have Steph do it for you. So it's disappointing because in Şengün, for the Houston Rockets has played poorly.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to the Chinese restaurant and order the Shangoon, that's going to be $13.58.
Night before,
Oh, you get that with rice or noodles.
Night before, Cavaliers, as predicted by both of us, beat the Toronto Raptors. They're up 2-0. Hawks still won from the Knicks. That was a great finish at the end, trading shots back and forth.
And the Hawks were without their best player because they traded him away and still made the playoffs. They did. I mean, Trae Young was Mr. Atlanta.
But you look what the Hawks did, outscored.
They got better.
Outscored the Knicks by 13 points in the fourth, beat them 107-106.
The shocker of the night, the Timberwolves' 5-point win over the Nugs.
You know, I watched the end of that.
You said the big guys were tired.
Jokic looked tired. I mean, he was beat up. I mean, you're obviously playing against.
Wasn't there a fight with him and Anthony Edwards? Didn't they get in? Didn't they have a little heated?
There was a ball exchange, and what was it, Jokic, I think, and then Anthony went over to get it, or vice versa, and they kind of.
I remember seeing that something.
Held the ball, and I think Ant went over to get it, and it didn't work out. So Rudy Gobert, though, if you remember, he's on the Timberwolves. So Rudy, give him a fit. Talk about Jokic. Jokic still had 24 points, 15 rebounds, almost triple-double. He had 8 assists. He just looked tired at the end of the game because he was playing the whole game. And that was a very heavy, throw it in the post. But no.
Seemed like he played too many minutes.
Yeah,
he's just not used to playing that many minutes.
He just looked super tired. So the last game we got right now, like I said, Thunder playing the Suns, 5-point lead. Looks like it's going to be about 4 minutes till halftime. Thursday's games, which will be tomorrow, Knicks, Hawks, Cavaliers, Raptors, and Nuggets, Timberwolves. That'll be the late game. All those are on Prime tomorrow as well. So it starts at 6, 7, 8:30.
So if you don't have Amazon Prime, well, you're an idiot.
Find a bar that allows
Hilltop.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait,
someone's got to stream that.
I think it might have been my Prime there that one day.
Exactly.
Yours
all right, so that's 1-1, 2-0, and 1-1. I think I don't think the Raptors got a chance. I don't even think if the Hawks win tomorrow that the Knicks are out of it. But I think the Nuggets Timberwolves game, the winner of Game 3, takes a huge step.
And then of course today we come into big news that Billy Donovan's no longer with the Bulls.
Yep, decided
to step
down.
Was that his choice? Was that a waiting game? Was that what happened?
I 100% think that was his choice. I do.
I just woke up. Was like,
remember we read the article about Reinsdorf that said, well, I want a general manager that's happy with Billy, and it's like, well, ownership seemed to favor Billy, and whoever they were going to hire as a general manager seemed kind of like a patsy with this coach. It was,
apparently it didn't turn out that way.
6 years there, made the playoffs his first year, I believe, and that was it.
No, they made it numerous times. Oh. They made the play-in game, I guess.
Yeah,
if
you don't win it, if you don't win it, you're not in it.
And they started off this last season really hot. They were number one in the East for
3 games
for a couple months. And the team fell apart, and then all of a sudden the ownership just starts shipping guys away left and right.
Well, and we also knew once the trade deadline happened that they were going to move a lot of people, and they did.
The other thing is that this is indicative of Chicago teams that are the Bulls, the Blackhawks, where they have these players and they just start shipping them off to get more money and more picks. This is what I was sitting there. I texted you last night, and I was like, it's sad watching the NHL playoffs and watching all these ex-Blackhawks who are succeeding now, who all could have been on a team together and could have been in the playoffs, but they all got shipped off.
Well, and I was reading, they were super over the cap coming in.
Who, the Bulls?
Yes, and so they were.
What were they? Who were they paying?
Well, everybody they got rid of practically.
But I mean.
And then Giddey.
It didn't seem like they were really paying anybody.
Giddey's got a $25 million contract. But no, I mean, you look like Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, all those guys were expired. This is the beginning of the year. So you look at it now, obviously they're going to be in a big rebuild next year. So
we've been in a rebuild every year.
I know, but I mean a big one. All right, let's move on to hockey.
Current NHL, the Stars are up 2-0 in Minnesota over the Wild, which I said was going to be a hell of a series, probably going to Game 7 with them. Probably, I would say the toughest series in the first round.
I agreed. I thought the Stars, that high seed, had the worst matchup.
And we have the Oilers Ducks tied 1-1
Now,
in Edmonton.
We thought that. We were wrong as we moved down farther.
What do you mean?
Having the higher seed have the worst matchup.
What do you mean?
Pittsburgh. They were the higher seed.
No, I said Philadelphia was going to take them out.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying.
You told me.
I thought the Stars. No, I picked the Penguins.
I picked the Flyers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing. I picked the Penguins. I was wrong. And that's what I'm saying. That we thought the Stars and Wild was a tougher matchup for the higher seed.
Oh, right.
It was the obviously the Flyers.
The
At
Flyers
3 games
pinned.
to nothing. They win tonight 5-2. 3 goals in the second, 2 in the third. It was
They
3-1
went
halftime.
crazy. We were actually watching that game while you were cooking.
Oh, and it was Fight City too.
It was 1-1, and all of a sudden here it is, and we turn around and it's 2-1, and then all of a sudden it's 3-1, and you're looking at me going, "Did they score again?" And I was like, "I don't know. I can't see
the Oilers.
the orange and the yellow that they put up for the scores on the TV. Start messing with your old man eyes."
Oilers Ducks playing right now. 4 minutes left in the first period. I almost said that wrong. The first period.
I don't know what he was going to say.
Ducks just scored
The
to tie it up.
the first day.
All right, so the night before,
Which I told you, playoff Oilers are the most dangerous team
and actually they're
there.
1-0 right now, but like I said, 1-1 Ducks in a turnaround season. For
See,
them.
Draisaitl gets the Oilers on the board early on the board first in the early minutes of the period.
So moving on to Thursday games.
Oh, let's jump back. We still
Well, no,
have-
I was going to talk about well, we could have done that either way.
Oh.
But that's fine. No, Tuesday, we could preview Tuesday games. Bruins, Sabres, that was 4-0 at one point.
Correct.
Sabres got
They
2 games.
tied that up.
They got 2 late goals to make it look somewhat presentable. But
And
it was Bruins all the way.
I said the Sabres are the young team, and even if they get out of this first round, they're not making it out of the second round because they are so young and they have not been together, and you got to keep this team together. Great bunch of kids that are there. It's one of the youngest teams in the playoffs right now, is it not?
Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to watch that game, Avalanche last night. Kings watched third period.
Broken glass on the visitors.
I did not. I had got to that part late. I didn't see that, but I did fire it up in the third. It was tied 1-1, and then obviously went into overtime.
Yeah, crazy because you see them. You see the Kings score. I go to this game cast because I believe there might have been 5-6 minutes left.
I think it was more like 3
in the third. Well, they only had. I think they got it down to 3.
I might be wrong.
So they got it at 13. They got
Yes.
it at
I'm sorry. I was
13.
talking about when Colorado.
Oh no
scored.
no.
There was 3 minutes left.
So watching the LA Kings, the power play, and they even had to work to get that because the Avs were taking it back down to their end on a power play.
Yeah, it was impressive. It was.
And 3 minutes left. Landeskog comes in, hits a one-timer, and it's tied up. And at that point, you just watch everything that the Kings had been working for. They really needed that. They needed that push to go into the next game, tied 1-1, and just watching them deflate. It was sad.
I mean, I know that everyone, Wedgwood is supposedly this great goalie. He got 24 shots saved. I thought Forsberg had a hell of a game. He
did.
Had 10 more shots against him. Did give up that one
Oh,
extra goal.
dude,
And
like I
the
said,
one
but
goal
he
in
had a
overtime
hell of
was
a
pretty
lot.
impressive. He just missed it.
Wah.
But,
By the way, French, it's pronounced Roy, not Y. It's an R.
So
Stupid American. I mean, French.
Colorado goes up 2 games to nothing after consecutive 2-1 games.
It's a very hard game.
And the Kings have played well, and they had one of the worst.
The Kings bitch. They were like, this is the first time that we don't have to play Edmonton in the playoffs, and we draw Colorado.
All right. Other games that night. When we get to that, I think that was the only two, wasn't it?
Oh, I never.
No, it was
pulled
it.
the ca-
It
I never,
was
yeah,
it.
I never pulled the cable out.
Sorry, it was.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. Because we were just talking about that, the Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning
And
Canadians.
then that's right. And I stayed up. I forgot. It seems like the nights take forever, but I stayed up for the Mammoth too. That was the latest game.
Nights.
And God, that was impressive too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which game was later. It all kind of run together.
no,
Which one was last? Was the Mammoth last?
No.
Or was it Colorado?
They ended up finishing. It was Colorado game because the Colorado game had the
I had
15
4 screens on my TV.
Colorado game had the 15-minute
Yes, that's right.
timeout for the glass repair.
Lightning, I did watch the Lightning Canadians too, and I was telling Sean earlier, I don't know how the Canadians even won game 1, and it was close, obviously, because when I watched the Lightning in the third period in the overtime, it was like, how are they, and give credit to the Canadians goalie. Played an excellent game for the most part, but geez, the Lightning were skating left and right over him. I mean, it was just constant, bam, 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 bam. Congratulations to the Utah Mammoth. Their first playoff win ever. They beat the Golden Knights, like I said last night. Scored 1 goal in the third to take the lead, 3-2, and that's how it finished. Cooley, Barbashev, each with a goal, and Gunther. I don't know a lot of those Canadian names, but I do know when I watched the Lightning, the Mosier guy plays pretty good. All right, so that series, Lightning and Canadians are tied now 1-1. Mammoth obviously tied up. It's their first playoff win because the Knights beat them a few nights before, and then Colorado, like I said earlier, they lead the Kings 2-0. So we'll move on to when my producer here gets off his phone texting.
I just figured I'd show you how it feels.
Well, I don't run the big board. So we'll move to Thursday. Sabres Bruins, obviously that was 1-1. Like I said, Avalanche Kings, that'll be at 9. And then we'll take on TNT or True TV, 9, or I'm sorry, and then the Hurricanes. Why do they do it that way?
What do you mean?
I don't know why maybe because it was a different channel. They start at 6:30. So, sorry, I've kind of backwards that in. They put that down lower. Hurricanes at centers. One thing we haven't talked about, we all picked the Hurricanes to win. And so far, we are correct. Up 2-0.
Senators Senators are playing tough, but I don't think that I didn't think they had a chance. I think I picked the Hurricanes versus Lightning.
You did. I think we all did.
Yeah, right. And the Hurricane have been getting, they kept getting beat by the Panthers. Did you get a new phone?
New case.
Oh.
Still got the iPhone 8 Plus.
I thought it was a 7.
I think they're on a 30 now. No, it's an 8 Plus. 8S Plus, maybe? I don't know. But it's got a plus in it. It's just a plus at work. So
he's
I'm
back in 2015.
I was watching, off the subject of sports, flipping through Netflix. I think it was Netflix that's got the BlackBerry documentary I haven't watched about the phone. And I was like, man, I remember that phone. Then they'd wear that ball out and I'd have to use my shirt with my thumb to roll the ball. What a piece of shit phone.
So I went to, speaking of those phones, I didn't go BlackBerry. I went the Windows, the Samsung Blackjack.
Ah, was that the
that had the flat thing in the middle that was like a mouse.
Yes.
But then the roller around it.
Well,
the direction pad.
Yeah,
shit
and then
like that.
and the next BlackBerry I got done and re-upped, and it had more of a box kind of looking thing, not necessarily that white rolly ball, but it had something similar to the rolly ball, but it was a little bit bigger. And you think, oh, well, that won't get everything shitty.
Oh, and congratulations to the OU gymnastics women. Did they win last time we did the pod? Had they won?
Nope, they're national champs.
God,
it was close.
4 out of 5, yeah.
Yes, jeez.
And the team, what?
What is that Bob Stoops deal right up there?
We just closed this chapter on his coaching career.
Oh.
It's just top headlines.
Is that an old? Yeah. Oh, the top headlines. Okay. Well, nothing like Ginn making the top 1 and 2. Little Ginn and Jen. Never heard anybody. Oh.
Ted Ginn, Ted Ginn Jr.
Bad joke. All right, UFL games. We'll let Sean.
So the UFL games Friday, the 24th, the Defenders versus the Stallions. Stallions looking for their first win since the opening game. Defenders 3-1. Stallions 1-3. Saturday the 25th, the 2-2 Battlehawk versus the 4-0 Orlando Gatorades. Don't know how that happened. I don't even know why they're in Orlando. Sunday we got a doubleheader with 11 a.m. Aviators, who had won their first game last week, against, I believe, the Renegades.
Well, I was going to say who beat the Renegades.
So the Aviators beat the Renegades last week. So
well,
they're
Aviators are getting win too. So
against the Houston Gamblers. And,
Renegades or Aviators get game 2.
And then the Louisville Kings, who I think have one of the coolest logos in sports, against the Renegades at 2 p.m. Don't miss those. Also found out that there's some players that they're not letting into the UFL because they're injury prone.
Why?
They don't want to pay that.
That might be it right up there. It says Smoke Mondays. Is that his name? Smoke Monday?
Smoke.
Interception seals the win. Yeah. So nice.
They the insurance. They don't want to pay the insurance for injury because these guys are very injury prone. They're ex-pro guys.
Well, no. I read their injury policies are for 6 or 7 months. And then Cobra, they have to pay the Cobra for the other difference.
Who has to pay Cobra? The players?
Yeah, they would.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a discount, but I mean, is it really?
Do you people know how much Cobra cost?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a discount.
No, but they think it is. All right, that's enough of that business. Let's go.
No, Cobra's horrible.
Well, yeah, we know that.
G.I. Joe's better. Pay for G.I. Joe.
All right, just dropped a while ago. Looks like Cowgirls shut out Texas.
Oh, did they?
In Austin.
Did they? That was on TV. I didn't even have it on. I don't know why you didn't have it on.
Yeah, because I watched a little bit of Texas and Georgia softball over the weekend, and but anyway, and they beat number 1 OU last week.
They did.
OU turned around, became number 1, and immediately lost.
That's why you don't want to be number 1
to their rival. So that's tonight's 5-0. So congratulations, second shutout loss of the season. First one obviously was OU.
Before we jump into our NFL Draft 2026 special preview of our own making, Thunder up 10 points now with 12.7, 65-55 over the Suns. Diamondbacks beating the White Sox 6-4. I hate you, Diamondbacks, or do I hate the White Sox more? Stars are 2-1 over the Wild, going at the beginning of 15-51 into the second. I don't know why I read that weird. And Oilers Ducks 1-1 at the end of the first. So.
All right. TU softball currently struggling this year, 17-27 on the year. OU softball jumps back in to the number 1 spot.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
I want that.
Yeah. And I know, no kidding. And then they obviously win an easy one against Arkansas Pine Bluff, 9-0. I believe that was yesterday. And then Georgia will be the weekend game for them. 3 games with Georgia, who was ranked before Texas won the series there. So I don't know what their ranking is now. But anyway, so there you go. There's your softball report. All right, you ready to hit it?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. You have the music? Do you have the the draft music? Ding, 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 ding. Or how do they do that? Ding, 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 ding. That's okay. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go, folks.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
If you got through our boredom of that, this is the real, not that music.
That's the music I really have.
I meant the NFL
That's the
music. Will they do
Yeah,
that? Ding, 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 or whatever.
Oh,
you know,
I'm not gonna superimpose.
No. Okay.
Before we get started, we did have a trade happen during the week, and it was the Dexter Lawrence trade. So the New York Giants are now 5-10 instead of.
That'll be close to their record for the end of next year.
Kenny.
Oh no, too soon.
They've got Cam Scatterboo.
Yeah, which talking about that trade, I thought that was a horrible trade for the Bengals, to be honest.
So somebody brought up you didn't want to pay Trey Hendrickson.
Now you're going to pay a guy that wants more money, and they think he's
and
better.
You did.
Well, I mean, he's not got a new contract. That's what he was wanting from New York.
They just signed the extension.
Did they?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, that happened. They give him the extension. Let me see if I can find this.
Do we talk about the Vrabel thing?
Well, nobody cares.
Well, he said they had to have difficult talks. Well, if you didn't do anything, why is it difficult?
He had difficult talks with his family.
But if you didn't do anything, then, you know.
All right, so...
just signed a 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence signed a 1 year, $28 million extension with the Cincinnati Bengals, keeping him under contract through 2028.
26, 27, and 28.
However, with his previous deal, he is under contract for 3 years of a total of $70 million.
Have you seen his stats? Ugh. Now he could be... There's going to be all kinds of fucking excuses or whatever, but... listen.
As a Chicago Bears fan, I can tell you there are a lot of excuses.
Plus, you get rid of that money, you get the 10th pick.
They kept running on the other side.
That, of course.
They kept running away from him.
All right, how you want to do this? We didn't even really prep talk this because usually we just prepare.
I've got the boys up on the board. I've got the main list of the guys, and then I guess we just start.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about a little bit is we're going to talk about our picks. Now, obviously, I'm going to add a little bit of things, and Sean probably will too. Is we're going to have some. There's obviously going to be a ton of trades.
I'm going to tell you, I went with right. We're doing this non-trade.
But we're going to talk. I mean, but we will talk about teams that we think.
I've heard that Seahawks are going to trade out of the last position.
Nobody gives a shit about that position.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're going to trade out of last position in first, which, I mean, would that not be smart?
That was the big pick that Miami got for trading Waddle. Was like the 31st pick or some shit, or 30th or whatever.
30th.
Whatever.
So yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the team. I guess we'll go really in depth with the top 10, maybe top 15.
Yeah, correct.
But I went with what the team needs. I went with the team and the best available for that.
What was that?
It was you.
Oh.
I forgot. I was using this for something else.
I was like, did somebody... Thank you, Guru. Do I have to push this button over here?
No. It should have been on. Not unless your son just popped his head in.
No.
Hi, Dad. I'm a man now. I'm 17. I can drive.
All right, you ready? Let's do it.
All right. With the first pick in the 2026 NFL draft, is it Las Vegas? I almost call them the LA Raiders. So the Las Vegas Raiders, who need the important roles of quarterback, wide receiver, tackle, corner, and guard. Fernando Mendoza. We know they've got Christian, what's the guy's name?
What's that?
Dr. Chains?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Christian Cousins.
Okay,
we know they've got him.
Now, I've talked about numerous times. And
trade out.
I'm going to tweet it out tomorrow. Consider, please, Vegas, consider trading this pick.
Here's the question. I've been very adamant about not taking quarterback first overall in my life for a lot of years. But a lot of people have been like, oh, no, it's totally fine. Caleb Williams, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, Smoking Joe Burrow. There have been numerous quarterbacks taken first, but this is the first season I've heard, oh, you shouldn't take a quarterback first. Nobody should take a quarterback first round.
Well, the only person on your list, no, I think everybody's saying to take this guy.
I've heard pundits now, talking heads, start talking about how you shouldn't take a quarterback first. And this is the first time I'm hearing these guys say this.
Well, I think most of the popular people, you might be digging in a deep rabbit hole. Besides Kenny Weist has said, take Mendoza. He's the most talented. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion on him real quick. Mendoza, super sharp.
Oh, I've had his opinion so many times.
Yes, super great. Loves football, work hard.
Study.
It's everything you want. I just don't think it's going to translate into the NFL. No, it's not that. I don't think it's going to translate well in the NFL.
He doesn't have a personality.
I mean, he emulates Kirk Cousins. He even said it. I was listening to it on a radio show today that he was. I think it was Dan Patrick's show. I'd flipped over and he had an interview with him, and he said he watched all his passes from last year because people said it emulated that. He played like him.
Did he have his
Kirk Cousins has had two of the best wide receiver, or I wouldn't say two of the best, but he had Justin Jefferson, obviously.
You're talking about in Minnesota.
But you're talking about he's never won anything. Kirk Cousins hasn't. He's won games. He's never won anything big.
He's won the same amount of playoff games as Jay Cutler.
Okay, well, that tells you enough. What's Jay won? My only thing is I think next year's draft.
Jay won the hearts of many.
I think next year's draft class is stacked.
Yeah, we've said that. We've said that from the beginning.
And what I'm saying is there's teams next year that the Cowboys they don't need a quarterback, but the Jets, the Cardinals, even the Rams, who have 2 first-round picks,
here on the big board
could be
on the
PFF
big board.
Could be desperate.
Where is the next quarterback?
He's going to be around 30, probably.
Nope. Keep
That would be
going.
my guess. 40.
It's Ty Simpson at 42.
Well, and I think that's why another reason I think that a lot of teams could be more desperate to give up something. But here's what I really think's happening.
You sound like you're gonna cry.
I know I had a burp. Here's what I really think's happening. I think there has been teams that have talked to the Raiders about this, and I think they're just not willing to give up much. And they're like, "Fuck it,
They're wanting more. They're wanting more than.
Well, I mean, you should. I mean, the Jets have 2 this first round. They have 3 next year in the first round. Tell the Jets, I want your 2 this year, and then I want your later one. I want 2 of them next year. You can have this year's. Give me 2 next year, and I want yours, and I want the Colts. I don't want the other one. I don't remember what it is. Who their third one is? Who is their third?
Who?
The Jets next year. They have 3 first-round picks. I know they get the Colts again. They get their own, and it's somebody else. But I would say give me the 2 shittier ones. But anyway, yes, Mendoza's going to get drafted number 1.
Colts?
To the Raiders.
Lions?
All right, Sean.
Lions?
Jets? No, I don't
think
know.
Lions next year?
What is your second pick?
All right, in the second position of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets, who are very quarterback needy, wide receiver, edge, guard, and cornerback. I've got them taking Reese.
Jay, you got him taking Arvell Reese?
Arvell Reese.
Out of Ohio State.
Who-
Jets have the better of the Green Bay
Who is-
Cowboys next year is what I was going to say.
Right. Who is able to play edge, I do believe.
I don't think he's big enough.
Was Reese not one of their not one of the guys that they used?
I mean, he is, but I mean, he is going to play edge. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Sonny Styles. He's a
Right.
linebacker.
Yeah, I think Sandy Styles
Excuse
was
me.
the pure linebacker, and Avril Reese was the hybrid.
Yes, you got that correct. You got that cold.
So that way you can use him at multiple options whenever you are you're lining up with your D. But here's the thing, you take him, but how bad do you need a quarterback? You got Geno Smith and I forgot who's behind him.
Nobody.
Never
Zach
heard of her.
Wilson's gone.
Never.
We miss Zach.
No, Zach Wilson's in Miami, isn't he?
That's why I said he's gone. So we missed Zach. Arvell Reese, honestly, I think is the most talented player in the draft besides Love, who we'll get to in a minute. I'm gonna take a little different approach to the Jets. I think the Jets take the Bailey guy from Tech, and I tell you why. One reason only. He's more NFL ready right now. He's older, and coach is going to be out the door. They're going to want someone to immediately start, and I think Bailey's that guy. I'm not saying Arvell Reese can't.
Ed Glenn's got one more season.
Fuck no, he don't. He does not. If he don't win more than 4 games, he's
only
out.
signed a 3-year contract.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but I mean, they almost fired him after year 1. He's toast.
Well,
and he's set up to be toast.
I know.
Because they got Geno Smith, and they've got 3 picks next year.
But that's what
they
I'm
didn't
saying.
Even, they're not even trying to
they've
win.
done that to him. I don't know why you're blaming him.
I'm not.
Why
I'm just saying
hire the guy?
They're setting him up because they knew he wasn't he sucked his first year. So they already know he's done.
He didn't know he was going to be that bad. Oh, Brady Cook and
Bailey
Bailey
Zappi,
Zappi. He didn't know he was going to be that bad. Everybody else knew he was going to be that bad.
But what I'm saying is why get rid of him when you're going
Justin
into
Fields?
no? But why get rid of him when you're going into the 2027 draft? This is a setup tank job. I promise. Arch Manning is going to be the first pick in the draft, and he's going to the Jets. Period. It's them or the Dolphins. Those are the 2 shittiest teams. They're going to be in the East. So take the over on the Patriots, even though their schedule's harder, and probably the Bills is going to be an easy one to get to. But I've got David Bailey going to the Jets, just simply because he's older. If I was the GM of the Jets, I would have traded with The Raiders, even though I don't think Mendoza's that good, but I would take Arvell Reese. But I think he's going to be picked. I think David Bailey's going to the pick. Third pick in the draft, Arizona Cardinals. This is the trickiest. This is just the juiciest, because we know the Raiders and Jets are very highly unlikely to trade out of those picks. But the Cards, on the other hand, they practically need a whole new team. So,
and they only have the one pick in the first round.
That is correct.
They need quarterback, tackle, edge, safety, and defensive tackle.
Now, the tempting part is they do need defense. Arvell Reese is sitting there, and you've probably got him taking Bailey, maybe.
David Bailey.
So we're going to swap on that pick. I'm going to think they trade it, but there is a little bit of juiciness to this. And I think I'm going to trade. I think I'm changing my mind. I think they take Jeremiah Love. Rumor has it the owner likes him. Running back's not the greatest.
It's possible.
So I'm going to go Love, third pick.
So that makes the Titans afraid. So the Titans swap first rounders, and give them first round next year.
Not to me. They take Reese. That fell right into their lap. That's my Titans pick.
Titans?
Yes.
But the Titans at the number 4 pick are also running back needy.
Yeah, but you can get those later in the running back. Love is it. Then you got the 2 from Penn State. Don't you think you can squeeze them in the second round, one of them?
Oh, they're definitely going to be squeezed in the second round.
So there you go. So wait on that. Unless you can trade down, and I've got them down there. It says right there, no Love, trade down.
But here's the problem. You got James Conner.
He's not that
good. And
you
just signed Algier.
They did sign Algier, though, didn't they? Damn, I forgot about that.
So Arizona's going to be looking for the running back in the second, third round.
No, they just won't be looking. Let me see his Connor's contract, because you got to look. But I mean, you're talking. There's some people that are saying that Love is better than Gibbs.
I got that, but I'm also looking here, going, why aren't you taking Ty Simpson, who's the quarterback that you
not
want?
so early. Oh my God!
Exactly. You have the same face as everyone else. Whoa! Stop!
Don't be dumb.
You're an idiot.
Don't be dumb.
So I've got the Titans taking Jeremiah Love.
By the way, James Conner's on the last year of a contract.
Okay.
Damn. Okay, I'm going to swap. I forgot about Algier. I love Algier. Even though I think I'm going to swap it. I'm going to go Reese. You changed my mind. And then I'm going to go Love to the Titans.
Okay.
And that's why I put these. You two?
I got Love going to the Titans.
Yeah, because I put no Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, with our number 4 pick, we just went straight
yes.
with Love to the Titans.
And then you got
because I believe there's been numerous interviews with him in that organization. Now the number 5 pick.
Now if Reese is available and Love goes though to the Cardinals, I think Reese swaps there.
You'll see that.
Because I think that Saleh will take defense.
Right. Number 5, New York Giants, who need wide receiver, guard, corner, defensive tackle, and offensive tackle. Now I've got them taking Reuben Bain.
Oh, that's a little early for him, I think. But I mean, I'm not.
But that whole. It doesn't seem like that murder, or not the murder, but the car wreck issue has affected his draft stock.
No, I don't think it will.
But you remember, you're picking 5 and 10.
I know, and that's
that's
why you can be very big and splashy here. And so you think. Well, I guess it kind of depends. Do you like Styles? You like Caleb Downs? Caleb Downs is safety. They do need some secondary help, I think, is one of them you said in the backfield. Whether it might not be cornerback, they do need secondary help. And then you got Sonny Styles, plays linebacker, who's kind of a boring position per se. It's not a high draftable deal. I think those two guys are talented enough, and I still think, and when you get to 10, you still got to tackle. I think they need O-line help, Sean, correct? Did they have some interior lineman help?
Yeah, you need guard and tackle.
Yeah, so you need O-line help there. Got plenty of tackles early. You can get that at 10. I'm going to go, I'm going to go they take Sonny Styles. I think they just can't resist the talent there. And I think they take Styles at number 5. But one thing that you could see is a. Oh, it could be a consider. Hold on.
I think I screwed up.
What'd you do?
I forgot Sonny Styles altogether.
Yes, you did. You goofed that up big time.
Oh, I did. How did I let him?
I don't know. Well, I guess you got him going into the second round.
He's gonna be switched out with somebody here.
But anyway, I've got Sonny Styles going to the Giants at 5, simply because I think defense. You got a Harbaugh guy. You want somebody tough. I think it is tough. Look for defense. Could be Downs. Downs would be a little early, I think, for safety, but he's talented enough. Do you go with him? I like the Bain because they got rid of Lawrence. So what other defensive tackle do you have besides him anywhere in that draft area?
Who? What?
I'm just sorry. I mean, he's probably the first one, isn't he? Don't you think? Is Bain the highest rated tackle or defensive edge? Besides, obviously, the two that's already been taken.
Bain is the highest rated edge.
Besides,
he's the highest edge above Bailey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
well, I mean, I'm saying besides whoever's been taken, Bailey's going to go 2 or 3, obviously.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Bain comes out.
So I can see where Bain, you might say, would go.
I'm sorry.
You got Bain going there, so I think that's where you could. I see your point there because of the Dexter Lawrence movement, but I'm going to go Styles there.
Wow.
It's okay.
How did I skip him? I mean,
he gives me shit about my notes and my study, and look, he missed like a top 5 prospect.
One guy.
Totally.
You
just left him out.
Hey, you know what? I've got Mansour Delane going somewhere.
I do too. He's in my top.
And I've got Francis Mangione.
I do too. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the Browns. Now.
Browns.
Okay, hold on.
Quarterback, wide receiver, tackle guard, cornerback.
Everything,
I mean, they need a lot more than that. Let's not.
So you've got who's your coach now? You got an offensive guy.
The coach is Monken.
Todd Monken. You got an offensive guy. I don't think that matters. I honestly think they try to trade out of this. I don't know why, but I can see them trading down.
They got 2 picks.
Yes, I can see them.
They've got that pick and the 24th pick.
I can see them trading down to get another one, but we're going to assume that they're going to take a pick, and I've got 2.
I've got Carnell Tate.
Okay, so
I've got them. I got them being the first wide receiver off the board because I can see how crazy they are, and it's the Browns organization. Let's take a local boy.
I'm gonna go. How do you pronounce his name? Moiga.
Maiagoa.
Moiga. Yeah, Maiagoa from the Hurricane. I think they need offensive line help. I'm sure that's on one of their lists.
It is.
And I'm going to go him. I had Tate and the Tyson guy from Arizona State. I think he's a little injury prone though. But it sounds like potentially more talented. I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying a lot of people are in love with this guy. But I'm going to go the tackle. I'm going to take tackle. I think the Browns need it. That guy could be a tackle for 10 years. So I'm going to take Moigoa for the Hurricane for the Browns at number 6. All right, now to the Redskins.
You need a better voice for
a
this.
Team that
Washington Redskins coming in at the number 7 draft pick, needing a wide receiver, corner, center, running back, and safety. This is where I sent Caleb Downs.
Well, I think they would hope he was there. Hold on, I'm just going to make sure. Okay, nothing's going on. All right.
The town of Chelsea is safe.
No, I've got.
ladies and gentlemen.
They haven't put the
bat signal up.
Well, who'd you pick here?
Caleb Downs.
Okay, so
because I know that the Commanders do need defensive help more than they need offensive help.
Oh, I get it.
I looked at their wide receivers. Their wide receivers were good. The running backs were good. They were decent. They were workable. Their defense was where it was lacking, and so that's where I put Caleb Downs at.
Okay, and I think you're probably right. I just think I'm going to go with Tate here, because I think they need the wide receiver help, and because besides Terry McLaurin, I don't know who else they got. Really.
Yeah, but the problem is that I can see the Browns just doing that because the Browns do this.
That's
crazy.
very possible. That's very possible. So if the Browns aren't smart, but see, what the Redskins are hoping is Love or Styles falls. They like Styles better than Downs. But I think you're very right. If Downs is still available, and he still is on your board, except
Well,
now,
on my board, Sonny Style is still available.
well,
but they
yeah,
need
but
Caleb
you screwed
Down.
that up. But Downs is still available, and that's a very good pick.
Oh, I did that.
But I'm going to go Tate here. I think they take the wide receiver instead, and I think Tate, for me, comes the first person off the board. All right, Saints.
All right, number 8 pick, the United Saints of America. They need an edge, wide receiver, cornerback, offensive guard. Why did I say? Just a guard and a linebacker. And here I penciled in Sonny Styles. Initially, I had him taking Mekhi Lemon because I know they need a wide receiver after getting rid of Rashid Shaheed.
Gotcha.
And with Carnell Tate already being off the board, they would take Mekhi Lemon, and they still could take Mekhi Lemon or Jordan Tyson. But I've got them taking Mekhi Lemon.
Oh, okay. A stretch for him. But I like it because I think if Tate's available, I had him pick just above it for the Redskins. I think if Tate's available, I think he goes to the Saints.
Right. Tate could go there as well.
I'm going to go I kind of went back and forth on this one. I think Delaney goes here. I think it's a hometown guy, LSU cornerback, Monster Delaney. And I'm going to go him. They need secondary help. They're really not going to be happy to take a corner, I don't think, because it's not real sexy, per se.
No.
But
I think Mansour is the highest rated.
He is behind the McCoy kid, but that's the concern. Did you have McCoy later?
I do have
Tennessee
McCoy
guy?
later.
Guy that didn't play all year last year. Don't tell me where, but did you put him in?
Yeah, he should be.
I added him. Okay. All right. There we go. All right.
Yeah,
so I've got the Saints.
I've got him down at a place where you would love him to be.
The Saints.
It's not the Buccaneers.
No. If it's okay. So the Saints, if Tate's there, I think they take him. I still have not put Downs out there yet either, which is crazy. He's still not on because he was the one that I saw falling, just because of what everybody needed. Downs could very easily could easily go there, but they need more of a corner help, not a safety help, and that's why I picked Delaney for the Saints. He's an LSU guy too. McCoy could be looked at. Don't know if I don't think they would. Injury concerns, but we'll see about that. So now we move on to the
number
flavor,
9,
the local flavor,
Kansas City Chiefs, who do have 2 picks this draft at 9 and 29. The Chiefs are in need of a wide receiver, an edge, defensive tackle, tight end, which I don't understand, and a cornerback.
Well, he's retiring.
Is he? So that's where I thought that they could take Sadiq, but I have them penciled in for Jordan Tyson because I know how horribly they need wide receivers. This could also be a place where, Sonny Styles falls or as you said, Caleb Downs.
Downs is still falling. You know who I got here that you've picked very early and I didn't? I think this is where Bain finally falls.
Okay.
To the Chiefs.
To the edge. They get the edge?
I had here Bain, Fano, or Downs. And Fano's the tackle from did they put tackle on there? They should have a right tackle. I don't know if they described
No, they need a
tackle.
defensive tackle.
Okay, so I put Bain.
They have nothing for the line.
Okay, so I'm going to put Bain, but the line is weak. You know, they had Waya from
they
Oklahoma
have
on the right guard, and he wasn't very good.
They
Interior
have
line's not very good
nothing
either.
down for the line.
Anyway, I'm going to go
defense.
Reuben Bain. He goes to the Chiefs with a very close Downs pick. Who'd you have Downs going to, remind me?
Downs was going to the Commanders.
Okay. Because I know he's still free falling.
All right, with the number 10 pick that used to be the Cincinnati Bengals are now the New York Giants, who wide receiver, guard, corner, defensive tackle, offensive tackle. I've got them taking Spencer Fano.
Fano? Fano?
Oh, I did write it. It looks like a P. I've got them taking Spencer Fano, the tackle out of Utah. Is it? Yeah, it's Utah.
So I had them take Styles at 5. So, yes, I'm going to go Fano as well. I have them. That's exactly.
Oh, wow. We agree.
Yes, we agree on that one. That's actually because I had him either that or if the Monsieur Delaney's still available, I think they take him if he's still available there with the the Giants because I think they
See, I
need
let
some,
Mansour Delaney fall.
but I think the Giant didn't the Giants need some
Giants
secondary help as well.
They just
Some
needed a
quarterback
corner,
help? Yeah.
and that can get picked up.
Well, no, I mean I think that's Mansour Delaney. Right
I
there,
know,
so-
but are you looking for superstar? Are you looking for because Mansour Delaney, and look at where Gerald McCoy's looking right there, and then there's a bunch of them coming up. This is, like I said, this is a very.
And I think the Fano, where's Fano falling? Fano plays tackle, but he also I think
isn't
did he not start as
I was wondering. See, and this is the thing I didn't look up for the offensive line guys.
Did he start as
if they were able to play guard and tackle?
Yeah, and I don't think Magoo is going to be left. So if he's there now, another guy, I forgot another guy or Mugoa, whatever the guy from, but another guy is even a harder name pronounced. It's the Vega Ione.
Are you talking about Leone?
Leone.
All right, Ione.
He could potentially slide up ahead of Fano because he's multi-position.
See, that's the thing. I didn't look up.
Yeah.
I didn't look that up.
I
also know that there is.
But I think Fano. I just.
There's a kid here on this board. He's coming out of Georgia Tech, and they've got him. Even though he's down, he could end up in the first round. Oh, where's that kid at?
The one guy I met. Did you already have Tyson going? Remind me.
Tyson.
You didn't Jordan Tyson, wide receiver.
Yeah, he went to Chiefs.
Okay, so see, that's my other choice there as well. So
To the Chiefs, Jordan?
No, to the Giants. I'm gonna stick with Fano, I guess.
Here, this kid, Kalen Rutledge.
Yeah,
He's apparently growing on a lot of people, and he could possibly end up in the first round.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna go Fano on this one. I'll stick with you on that one. I'm really tempted to put Boston there though.
Number 11, the Kansas City Dolphins, who need everything. I'm sorry, the Miami Dolphins, wide receiver, corner, edge, tight end, safety. I've got him taking Dylan Thielman.
Gotcha.
What is he? He is. I didn't even write down what position he played. Isn't he
Who?
Safety.
Yeah. I got him going in just a little bit later. I like Downs here. This is where finally Downs has a free fall and he gets into.
I think Downs is
to the Dolphins. They're going to take Downs, or they're going to take.
Remember, they do have the 30th pick as well.
They're going to take Downs, or they're also going to look if Fano's still available there. They'll probably take him, or they also don't count out Mekhi Lemon. You don't have him yet. You already have him gone.
Well, I had him going to the Saints,
but also you've got.
That's
Boston,
where I got Sonny Style.
But you've got Boston going as well. So you got two potential wide receivers down there. They traded Jalen Waddle for that 31st pick or 30th, whatever it was. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do a wide receiver there. Although I think Concepcion is available later, and I have him maybe going to the Dolphins. I can't remember. I have to look, but he's available late.
He is available late.
So anyway, so I'm going to go Downs. I think Downs finally falls right there, and that's where he falls to them.
All right, for the number 12 pick, Kenny's favorite team of all time, the Dallas Cowboys, who are in need of what seems to be everything on defense: corner, safety, linebacker, edge, and a tight end. I got him taking C.J. Allen, the linebacker out of Georgia.
Okay. I had. Why did I have them? Okay, that's who. Sean, shoot me up. Jermod. Is Jermod McCoy the guy that was out for the year with the broken leg?
I believe he spent. That's why he doesn't have a metric.
That's him. That's who I'm taking. I'm taking Jermod McCoy. They take a risk on him, or Jerry trades down. Or he's definitely going to take somebody.
No shit.
I've
got them taking McCoy at number 20.
At 20, he might fall that far, but if he played last year and didn't hurt his leg, he'd have been the number one cornerback from the previous year.
I get that. And
the only other thing that I might see him kind of doing is if you look at yeah, I know. If you look at Mesidor or Falk, you can see that kind of coming in there. I'm gonna go. Jerry takes a. No, you're right. I might swap him down. Let me see who I had him. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flop him. I'm gonna take Falk from Auburn. Goes a little higher than what he probably should, but I'm gonna take him because I like him better than Mesidor.
You realize they just traded for another edge. That's why I don't understand why.
Yeah,
they
but Kenny Clark free next year. They can still take any defensive lineman. And I don't think there's anybody now. Do they want cornerback? What's their safety help look like? I don't think that
these two right here.
No.
Excuse me, McNeil Warren and Terrell would be.
Yeah, but I mean, you say they got Kenny Clark. Who's on the edge now? Who was the guy they signed? Why am I drawing a blank? Big guy they got this offseason.
I
Scroll down a little bit. Do you think Brooks could get in there yet? He's the guy from Clemson. He's too far down, isn't he?
There's the Woods.
I meant Woods. Man, that's why I had a big question mark because I thought McCoy. Go back up, Sean. I want to see just to make sure. Because everybody they need, they really are going to trade down here. You watch. They are really going to trade down. Because I think that they could get. Yeah, I think I will take. Is it McCoy? Is that who it was that was hurt? I'll probably slide him down to the Cowboys, and we'll agree on that pick. Okay, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Cowboys. I'm gonna take Falk. Is who I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go Falk from.
Taking Falk high.
Falk from a little bit higher. Everybody likes the how do you pronounce it? It's not Mendoza. Go back to that other.
So they got Kenny Clark. That's
but he's
Quinnen Williams
yes,
and Kenny Clark.
Yeah, defensive ends. But I mean, look at their interior, and maybe they go interior.
Well, that's why I've got them taking C.J. Allen.
But there's no. I mean, is there really any good interior? Go back to that home screen that you had with the players. I gotta go back to my draft prospects.
This one.
Yeah, there's really no more interior.
C.J. Allen's the top pick for that. Unless you want to get crazy and take R. Mason Thomas.
No, not yet. They'll get him later.
But that's what I'm saying is you want to get crazy and take him.
What about the where's okay? So you've got Hood. Where's Hood ranking at? He's 34, and then you've got what's his face with the injury. Where was he at? Sean McCoy. How high was he?
McCoy was up here in the top.
Yeah, he was
top
17.
20.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna change it. Fuck it all up. I'm gonna go C.J. Allen. I'm gonna take the linebacker.
If Colton Hood's down here.
I'm gonna take the linebacker. They need a line. Who is their linebackers? They got anybody good?
No, we just looked at it. That's what I was looking at. They've got Overshown, Ezekahara.
Not good, huh?
Izaraku and Shamar James. That's their linebacking trio.
Gotcha. Nope, that's who I'm going to take.
That's why I said, hey, they're going to be taking this guy.
Nope, I will.
So the number 13. Oh, we said we were only doing the top 10, but we've gone to.
We'll go up a
we'll
little.
Do 15.
Yeah, C.J. Allen.
All those people are taken.
No, I got it.
No, we've taken
not everybody.
Everybody above it, I've gotten written off here. I think you should too.
Not yet. I
don't know who you still have.
I still have Tyson because of the injuries.
Shit. I forgot about these two guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see now with the number 13 pick, the Los Angeles Rams, who will be needing a wide receiver, a tackle, a cornerback, a quarterback, and a tight end. This is where I have
Sadid
Mongolia going.
Offensive lineman? Was that part of what they needed?
Mayagola, yeah.
I guess so.
The dude that you...
Oh, that went higher. That I had him going quite a bit higher up to the Browns.
Mayagola.
Well, I think he rated a little higher, but I think... Or maybe because he was... But I like the Leon is the one I really like, just because he's multi-talented. I've got Mekhi Lemon here. I think this is the Puka replacement. I think Puka's done. He's got one more.
Well, he's in rehab.
But he's got one more year, and this is Puka's replacement. It's a local guy. I think Mekhi Lemon fits perfect for the Rams. I've got him going 13.
All right, number 14, the Baltimore Ravens, cornerback, safety, tackle.
Easiest pick
guard,
of the draft
wide
for
receiver. I took Mansour and Delane here.
easiest pick. That's not bad if he ain't gonna be available. I think you're really.
I know, but
underestimating
I've got him. Oh, and they could take Mekhi Lemon because I'd have him.
Yeah, you already had him going though.
No, I'd put Sonny Style in.
Oh, you just ditched him out, did you?
Yeah.
But Mekhi was a pretty good pick for the Saints, though.
He was.
So did you already have
He
Boston?
was, but Sonny.
Yeah, or Tyson going? I keep calling him Boston.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson.
I'm sorry.
Jordan Tyson went to the Chiefs.
And then where was the other wide receiver?
That's the 2 wide receivers right there.
You should have 3 somewhere. Tate. Where was Tate?
Oh, Tate was to the Browns.
Oh, that's right. I got this was an easiest one. I thought of one of the easiest drafts this far down was I've got Leon here, the guard, the multi-dexterous guard from the Nittany Lions going to the Ravens. Mark it down, slap a label. It's there. It's there. It is definitely there. That'll be the pick if he's available. Unless, but I don't think Sadiq could drop there. Could drop there. So, you not have him in there anywhere?
Where did I put him?
Well, maybe he's a second rounder too.
I don't know why I don't have Leon in
You're
here.
missing all the juicy ones.
I really am. Well, he can go to the Bears.
You wish. You wish.
He can go to the Bears.
You wish.
Yeah, it was late when I was trying to catch everybody's name. All right, number 15, the Buccaneers. I've got Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end. I know that they're going to want a tight end.
Who'd you go with?
Sadiq.
For the Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Sadiq, I had Mesidor, I had Falk. Now Falk already dropped.
See, I got Mesidor going to the Jets.
Okay, so Mesidor, if you look at him, he's not as good as Bain. He had a good season. He's not as good as Bain. He's 25. Tampa's going to trade out of this. I'm not going to do it on our mock board, obviously. But watch them try to trade down. But also another thing is if you can find, and I don't think he's going to be available. C.J. Allen is available from Georgia, linebacker. Maybe you look at him. And then is this the first person that takes the shot at McCoy? Because they do need that secondary help. But they need defensive line most. If Falk is available, I'd take him over Mesidor. There's been a lot of talk that Mesidor is the guy. He's 25. I'm not a fan. But they're going to have to get somebody. And you don't need to stretch on somebody else. But I think McCoy's going to go here. Sadiq or Mesidor. And because of the desperation and retirement and people leaving, I think they take Mesidor here. Even though I don't like the pick, I'm going to pick Mesidor from Miami.
Even though.
I just don't. I just don't like it. I don't like it, Daddy. I don't like it.
All right.
Second easiest
16.
pick of the draft.
No, we just did that one.
No, we didn't.
Number
We did
17.
15. I didn't pick the Jets yet. We were doing 15.
Yeah, I said I'm going Mesidor. Number 16, the Jets in their second pick.
You went Mesidor for the Jets.
I went Mesidor for the Jets.
Oh, no. Omar Cooper, easy. Jets need a wide receiver. They have 0 people. They got a quarterback. They pick up the quarterbacks.
I think they're going to go heavy defense.
I don't think so. I think they need every offensive help possible, and they're going to go. They need to obviously defense because their defense didn't record one single fucking interception last year. But I think they take Cooper here. That's going to be my pick. It's Omar Cooper. They could trade down or try to get back in if Cooper is available. Fuck no. Scratch that. Change my mind. Jordan Tyson gets picked here. Good God. He's still available. I forgot about him. I didn't like his injuries. I think he gets hurt too much. If you get hurt a lot in college, you're going to get hurt a lot in the NFL. So, sorry. Jordan Tyson falls way down to the Jets, but it's perfect scenario. He comes over from Arizona State. All right, and you had Mesidor, which we just swapped picks there. All right, the Lions, easy pick for me as well.
17, the Lions. I'm putting Ione there.
Who?
Ione. I had him taking Monroe Freeling.
Oh,
that tackle.
You're doing interior. Okay, I'm going to do Caden Proctor, tackle.
I know they're taking a line guy.
Yeah, they are. I got him taking Caden Proctor from Alabama.
Yeah, so I've got Caden Proctor a little farther down. Number 18, the Vikings. This is where I have Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I know their secondary is very needy in somebody to stop the passing game.
Who?
The Vikings.
Who'd you pick?
Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Oh, I almost had him there too, but I like. Do you not like? Have you already picked the Thieneman guy? Sorry, Thieneman.
Yeah, Thieneman.
You already had him.
Thieneman went to the Dolphins.
Okay, so I took Thieneman here. I got Thieneman.
Okay.
Also, Thieneman was I like the Woods guy here too, the Clemson guy.
Oh yeah.
I thought they could use some defensive help on the line, but I think Thieneman is
Baker Woods.
Yeah, Thieneman's probably the pick here. All right,
Caleb Woods.
next up.
Next up is the number 19 Carolina Panthers with a safety, wide receiver, edge, corner, running back. I've got them taking Kendrick Falk here.
Sadiq, definitely. Sadiq's still on my board. Is he? Did you have him going anywhere? Oh, you swapped him to the Bucks, didn't you? Okay. I have Sadiq falling. If Sadiq doesn't go to the Bucks, I agree. I think he could, but I've got him going to the Panthers. It was my only pick.
Number 20, the Cowboys. This is where I have Jeremy McCoy.
I already put Falk down, I think. Where did I have Falk at? Let me make sure I did.
You took Falk earlier.
I did. But where did I take him at? Let me check. You sure I took him?
You said you did. You said you
I know I did. I did. I said I was going to. But then
you might have changed your mind.
Because I was
like 18
I was going to take him there. I just want to make sure I'm not repeating myself.
Oh.
C.J. Allen. Rams took Lowney, Mesidor. Maybe I said Falk was going to go to the. That's what it was. Is I thought they should take Falk over Mesidor, but they didn't.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Cowboys here. This is where Falk falls. Boy, I'm really tempted for McCoy, and you took McCoy here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be my other option, but I think Falk is safer.
Okay, so here at number 21 with the Steelers, who definitely need O-line help, I've got them taking Caden Proctor.
Okay, so Caden fell.
They could also take Manuel Freeling.
And that's who I like right there.
Monroe.
It was Freeling or McCoy.
Okay.
And so I'm going to take Freeling right there. He's from Georgia, right?
Yeah, Freeling's from Georgia.
Yeah.
Number 22, the Chargers, who also need offensive line help, along with edge, wide receiver, tight end. So this is where I put Emmanuel Paragon.
Gotcha. Did they need safety help or was it more corner? Because I had McCoy here. I dropped McCoy down to here finally.
They need edge and defensive tackle.
Yes, gotcha.
Where's Emmanuel? Or not Emmanuel. What, is there a Paragon?
Which they've got 2 picks set up there. So, you might. Could Woods go here? Maybe?
Woods could go here quite well.
What was his drop, Sean? Are we missing anybody? I haven't got 21 dropped yet.
You don't have Emmanuel Warren McNeil?
Not yet. And what about anybody else? Did we miss anybody? I think everybody else in this group is picked. That we've all picked. Whoa. I've got Freeling. I just picked him. Yeah, so mine is 21.
Oh, who the hell's Paragon? Oh,
Right
here
there,
he
right
is.
there.
Yeah, the guard. The guard out of...
No, he's got a high rating.
He does. And this is where...
It's just a boring... And this is the Chargers, you're saying?
Yeah, this is the Chargers.
Gotcha. I've got them taking the chance on McCoy. But also potentially look for Cooper here is a possibility because you got Ladd McConkey. I mean, their quarterback hurting. Cooper could go here, but I'm going to take a chance on McCoy.
Well, you got Denzel Boston as well that's coming up, so they could take Denzel Boston.
Yes, and I like him too, but I like him a little later.
So with the Eagles, I've got them taking Blake Miller, the tackle out of Clemson.
Right there, look. O-line Miller. Yep, we both agree on that pick.
The number 24 pick, the Browns. This is where I have Omar Cooper going.
Right there.
Done.
Thought about Simpson. I had him potentially there. I don't think they take him though.
Now here's a crazy thing. 25 pick, the Chicago Bears. Caden McDonald.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what I did for the Bears. So the Bears, I can't read my writing. I had Miller, and God, who's that? Lomer? Comer? Is there any Umers out there?
There's a lot of homers. Are you talking about Max Iacor? Is it the tackle?
Maybe that is how I did that. Yeah, because I definitely said that they were going to go O-line or or defensive tackle. But, I mean, they had interior guard. Now, what they would really hope for is the Penn State guy to drop right here.
Exactly.
But I don't think he's going to.
But, see, this is where I have Caden McDonald, the defensive tackle or defensive interior out of Ohio State going. Because they need that defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Edge.
And I think I had them looking at. God, I really wish I could read my freaking writing.
I wish I hadn't left guys out.
Lomer, Comer. Because I put Miller. So is there any other interior? Is there any other?
Blake Miller was.
Was there any other? Because I already took Caden.
Tackle. You got Blake Miller there.
Maybe I had that Max from Arizona State, and that's
Iacor.
That's who I'm taking. I'm taking Iacor, actually, right there. And I think that's who I had. Yep, that was it. So I'm going to go, it's actually like Iacor or something like that.
Yeah,
I just can't, I can't freaking spell.
Iacor.
Yeah.
The number 26 pick for the Buffalo Bills. This is where I have them taking Avion Terrell. Yes, cornerback out of Clemson there. Very first name you see at the top.
Gotcha.
Because they do need corner help. They need defensive back help. Majority, because they got rid of their guys.
No, I get it.
I mean, they really got rid of all their guys. I know they need wide receiver help, but hopefully they'll pick that up in the second round. But right now, that's where they need help.
So I have three. Is Woods defensive interior? Is that how they say that?
Yes, it's defensive interior.
Okay, I'm gonna go him. I had a wide receiver because I think Concepcion or Boston would fit right in here because that looks like the obvious. But I do think they need line. Don't be surprised though if our Mason Thomas hops up. He hops up in the draft. It's going to be right here, or it's going to be maybe to the Dolphins or something like that. So I'm going to go. What did I say? Woods. I'm going to go Woods right there for the Bills. All right, go down a little bit. For me, I've got, keep scrolling down. This one's going to be a little bit of an upset. It's going to, because I don't, well, shoot, I don't know. I had a.
For the Bills?
Let's go.
Are you still in the Bills?
I'm going to go Boston here. No. I got Woods. I'm going to go Boston here. Wide receiver. They're going to trade down, though, I think.
Oh, you take a Denzel Boston?
Yeah, I think Denzel Boston fits there. 49ers need a wide receiver.
Number 27, the 49ers. So I've got them taking Cassius Howell. I think I'm going to put Freeling in there because I forgot that he doesn't have a home yet. Because I took him out.
Sure.
If you remember, I took him out because of Ione, and Ione was going to the Dolphins, and Freeling came out. That doesn't mean Freeling's not going to go earlier. But I just have to have someplace to put him right now.
Well, and we were talking about,
because I do, like I said, I do.
I have Cassius. He
I do have Cassius. I do have Cassius Howell in this position.
Gotcha.
The Texas A&M edge, but I'm going to go ahead and put Freeling in there. Number 28, the Texans. I put Caleb Banks in, the defensive interior out of Florida.
Yes.
Real nasty boy.
Yes, and I think he had a little bit of an injury too. And that kind of dropped him. But don't be surprised. That Banks is a interior. Yes, I like him. He was injured, but I do. I went Banks as well. I went O-line, D-line there. Which, is there much O-line help left? Maybe
there's a lot.
Maybe the okay, I'm swapping that.
Caleb.
I'm gonna go.
Lamu's still coming up.
No, I'm gonna go Pregnon there. I'm gonna go with that.
And if you look over here, there's still some guys with some good metrics. Like this tackle, Keegan Trost.
I'm gonna go Pregnon.
Pregnon
for my pick there. Pregnon.
They've got him listed at number 260.
Okay, Chiefs.
And he's got a 92.
I think the Chiefs are this one.
Kansas City Chiefs. I put him down for Lemon.
He fell that. He didn't. He's not.
For me, he did. Well, I had him taking KC Concepcion.
That's who I'm picking. I had him as well.
Well, Lemon got bumped out somewhere in here. And
no, I get it. If Boston is there, he's probably going to take them as well.
Right, but yeah, I did have Concepcion. Number 30, the Dolphins. I have Zion Young going. He's that edge out of Missouri.
I'm trying to think. Yes, I like him. Did you already pick? Sorry, I need to get back in here. Did you already pick T.J. Parker anywhere?
No.
Okay, I think that's who I'm going to.
I skipped him. I skipped him because Zion's.
I think that if I'm looking at
I like Zion's metrics
Sean,
better.
Where does Miami pick?
Miami picks 30th and 11.
11. So I just missed them. So cornerback, safety. I noticed that was a big one. I mean, they need
wide receiver, corner, edge, tight end, safety.
It's.
So that's why I took Zion Young. He's got better. It appears that he's got a better metric.
Sure.
Than T.J. Parker.
No, I think I was going to go Caden McDonald, not T.J. Parker. I said that wrong. Sorry. I'm going to go McDonald. I know that's not a pick of need, but I don't think you can get away. He's fell way too far for me, and so I'm going to pick him there. Patriots.
Number 31, the Patriots, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, tight end, safety, edge. I took Max Icor here.
I'm going to take Zion Young here from Missouri. That's where I'm going to take there.
And the number 32 pick that nobody really even cares about because they possibly will trade out of it for the Seahawks. I took Chris Johnson.
What was their needs? I mean, they don't need.
They needed running back, edge, corner, tackle, and wide receiver.
No offensive line on that?
Tackle.
I'm going to go Lomu. No, what was their needs? I mean, I really thought they needed
running back, edge, corner, tackle, and wide receiver.
Okay, that's probably where T.J. Parker goes. I'll put Parker there for the Seahawks. I could see defense going there.
What the hell's Chris Johnson? I've got Chris Johnson.
And I forgot about Avian Terrell. Hey, Sean, go back to the Dolphins. They need cornerback help?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, swapping that out. Terrell. I don't know why I left him off the board.
I'm still trying to figure out Chris Johnson is. Oh, here he is. He is a corner. I took a corner from San Diego State.
I like him. And you know who else I left out?
I was like, hey, these guys.
You know one guy I fricked up.
Brandon Sissy?
No, the guy from Toledo. He is going to go somewhere. Let me see your book for a second.
Probably high second. Because all of a sudden you start getting into Jacob Rodriguez, who had a really good season, who's a really good linebacker, or Mason Thomas. The second round is going to be a massive steal.
For sure.
The second round is going to be just as good as the first round.
I'm going to swap that out.
Because you got the Cardinals talking about taking Ty Simpson. You got D'Angelo Pounds coming in. Chris Bell. Lee Hunter's still there. Caleb Lamu, I don't know if you've had him gone yet. Chase
The Patriots I'm taking. What is the kid that's got the triple name from Toledo, Sean? Find that. Emmanuel Warren. McNeil Warren. Yeah, Warren.
Oh, the kid that I have going to.
Way early, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad pick, but it's like kind of need through there is going to be the tough part. And I think maybe the Steelers will probably take him, to be honest. But I just don't see them passing up on offensive line. So, all right, there's our first picks. We'll see how well we did.
Next week.
What we'll do is every first pick gets 31, and then the second pick gets 30 or 32, 31, 30, everyone right gets those picks. We'll go from there. How about that? How much think we'll have right? No. We'll just count our right picks. How about that?
Yeah.
It'll be like 5. All right. Thunder up 106.83.
9:31 into the fourth.
Wow. They took a little bit of a just kind of put it on them.
They had a breather there that they. Currently,
boy.
Stars are down 3-2 to
My
the
brother
Minnesota
is in
Wild.
panic mode because weren't they up 2-0? Stars.
Apparently, J.J. McCarthy is at the game, and some Mexican feller.
He going. It's J.J. McCarthy. Wow. All right, that's it for us.
Oh no, we still got more. The Ducks are currently beating the Oilers right now, 4-3.
No, I'm gonna flip that on to finish.
That's just at the end of the second. Where was the? Okay, the beginning of the third for the Stars Wild game. So that right there is your sports beat.
All right, thanks for joining us for this big draft episode. Enjoy the draft tomorrow. Hopefully your team gets everything they ever and have always wanted.
Everybody that gets to go watch it but me.
All right, take care. Night.
Bye.